Okay, we are recording. So welcome everybody. Happy July 22nd, 2025. We are going to get going with our practice. My little riddle for you. Are you ready? It was cracking me up. Um, so a little boy goes to school and the teacher says to the little boy, "Have you learned your numbers?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I work on them at home." And the teacher said, "Fabulous. What number comes after 8?" The little boy said, "9." And the teacher said, "Great. Well, what number comes after 9?" And the little boy said, "10." And the teacher said, "Great." And then the teacher said, "What number comes after 10?" And he says, "The jack." All right, anyway, it was cracking me up. All right. Well, welcome to your practice, everybody. Anybody have anything they want to add or say? We good? Everybody feeling okay? How about it? Are we thumbs up, thumbs sideways? Yeah, all right. We're kind of in the middle. All right. Well, we'll see if we can do our best to feel pretty good in this practice. I will click mute all, and that really helps me just remain as the speaker. It also helps to cut down on kind of any extra noise sometimes in the background. Okay, can everyone still hear me? Thumbs up. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, fantastic. All right, I'm going to sit back into my chair, not too far away. So as you are sitting in your chair, I want you to feel like you are moving from just sort of sitting in your chair to embracing your yoga practice. Okay, so make your chair your prop. In doing so, I invite you to sit forward on your chair. So you've got a nice hard back chair. I'll turn it this way. All right, so allowing your body to come forward as much as it's comfortable. So your sit bones are near the edge and you can really push your feet down into the floor. That allows your back to get really nice and tall and strong. And then simply let your hands rest on your lap. All right, so we'll begin with a little bit of kind of coming into our space here, into our centering. So take a moment to draw your shoulders back and around a couple of times. Now your hands can come up and they can open. Elbows can go back. Just watch that you don't bonk your elbow behind you. I don't know who Bob and Ellen's friend is with them today, but hello and welcome. Hello, hello. All right, and then roll your shoulders the opposite way a couple times. Beautiful. And then take your fingers and just give them a little wave. You can pretend like you're at the parade. You can open and close your fingers a few times. Feel free to roll your wrists. And then as you do, take a nice big deep breath. Inhale and exhale. If you want to shake your hands out a little, go ahead. Inhale once again, nice big deep breath. Open your mouth, nice big exhale. Beautiful. Take your hands and just warm them up a little bit. So just rub them back and forth, almost maybe like you were washing them. You can go in between the fingers. You can kind of massage the palms. You go to the back side, go to the front. You can even move down into your wrists a little bit. You can use your thumb and first finger to massage a little bit more into your palms, into your fingers, just noticing how your hands are responding. And then with that kind of, I guess, vigor, if you will, if you were trying to wash your hands, if you want to say the ABCs or happy birthday 2 times through, go ahead. But then gently bring your palms together and we'll warm up those hands a little bit. All right. So once they get a little toastier, but not too toasty, it's July, but a little warmer. Then take them gently to the back of your top of your shoulders, maybe moving gently into the back of your neck a little bit. So we're starting today's practice with just a nice little bit of a massage. You can just gently rub into your neck. You can trace down in those fingers. And I invite you, when you get closer to your ear, make a peace finger. Have one finger go in front of the ear, one behind. Now, if you're wearing glasses or if you have a hearing aid or something, just be careful you don't want to knock it off, but you can just kind of move down towards the cheekbone. All right, then take one finger and see if you can press kind of up into the center of the forehead and then maybe above the eyebrows a little, but going out. So you're kind of tracing just up and around sort of the similar shape to the eyebrow. And then from there, come back under the eyes and make some circles, or not circles, but just kind of pull down Good. Same thing in towards the cheeks. Beautiful. And then from here into the jaw, see if you can bring from the ear, trace the jaw back towards the chin, and then lightly with very minimal pressure, just kind of in the center of the throat. And then you can go back to those little stripy fingers, peace fingers, or maybe even bring in the third, trace down. All right, and then come to the collarbones, go up and over your collarbones, and just with the thumb and first finger kind of press together, do a couple of those little bitty taps right below the collarbones. We're just waking up the body here, waking up some of the fascia, getting those lymph nodes to drain a little bit. You do a couple little taps here at the sternum. And then the final part here, just rub your arm closer to your armpit. You can make little circles, go under a little bit, give it a couple taps, a couple more circles, and then just kind of like you were clearing out, just sort of trace down your arm. Hopefully you don't get caught up on any jewelry or a watch, but then give that a hand to shake and then go the other way. Other side, some circles near the armpit. We have a lot of lymph nodes that kind of come together in that armpit area. Give them a little drain and then gently kind of wipe it all down. It's like you're releasing, kind of getting that blood to flow down in the way we like it to move. All right, and then take a breath, 3 or 4 last shakes, and bring your hands down. Now just notice for a moment, how are you feeling? Big deep breath, big exhale. Do you feel a little spicy, a little effervescent-y? Feel like you're kind of sparkling like a little Christmas tree? Maybe a little? All right, if you'd like, you can bring your hands closer to your heart, crisscross at your heart. You can make that little butterfly shape at your heart if you'd like. Find yourself just taking a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, nice big exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, nice big exhale. Beautiful. Let your hands release. And then take your hands like you were grabbing an oar, and let's go ahead and just pretend like we're kayaking or paddling. So we're crossing the body. You can hold your hands straight. You're not really holding an oar, so it doesn't matter how tightly you grip it, or you can wrap your fingers around. And you can try one on each side as if you were kind of going at a nice even tempo. If you want to do 2 on the right or 3 on the right, because you need to make a little circle, go ahead, or vice versa. But I want you to just imagine you're just kayaking or paddling down a nice little river. You can take a moment and look up a little bit, pretend like you're looking at the trees. Maybe there are some birds. Look up the other side. Maybe you spot a nice heron or a big eagle, perhaps, something pretty cool going by. All right, let's go ahead and slow the hands down, making a more of a figure 8 shape in the middle. So you're just crossing in front of the body. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Open your palms this time to the ceiling. And just notice if you can maybe add a little dip of the shoulder. So pretend like you're holding a tray of glasses and you're like, nah, I don't really feel like holding them. I'm going to let them fall into that side of the water. Yeah, nice and easy. All right. And then slowly bring your hands closer together and see if you can keep that same rhythmic movement, but now you're pressing your hands together. You're more like the fish going through the water. And you're just back and forth, light pressure on the hands, light pressure on the wrist. Good. And then finally come together, bring your palms back to your heart. Let your thumbs point back at your sternum, and if you can really stretch your fingers out and then squeeze them together. So it's like an alligator stretch and a squeeze. Good. Open nice and wide and squeeze. Good. One more. Open wide and squeeze. Now open wide, shift over one spot so you can interlace your fingers. Okay, so as long as that's comfortable for you, okay? And then this time, puff out your elbows and then hug your elbows close to your body. Good, puff out your elbows. Good. Remember, if it does not feel good to interlace, one hand over the other is fine. All right, so puff out your elbows again and let them come down. Good, last one, puff them out and squeeze them down. Now let the palms touch. Take a deep breath and like a rocket ship, Let your hands blast off in front of you. Open out nice and wide and come back down around. Good. Bring them back up towards your heart space and then pressing the palms together. Rocket ship, lift up. Exhale. You can make an SH sound. Shh. As the hands come down. So inhale, nice, big, 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 deep breath. SH sound. Shh. Beautiful. Two more times. Inhale, nice, big, deep breath. Use your diaphragmatic breath. Make it loud. Shh. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, lifting your fingers way up to the sky. SH sound. Shh. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to your lap and swallow. If you need a sip of your water, this is a good place to take one. And make sure you are staying well hydrated, but always good after we do some breath work to always use your that swallowing technique. All right, from here, please take your feet a tiny bit wider than your body, so your outer hips distance, okay? Your heels should still be on the floor, knees and toes turn slightly outward. All right, take a nice big deep breath. I'm gonna scoot my computer back just an inch. All right, nice big deep breath and let your hands open wide so you're like a cactus. Then from here, bring your forearms together, let them touch, elbows wide, cactus. Good, do that again. Forearms together, elbows nice and wide. Two more times. Elbows together and wide. Last one. Elbows together, open wide. Great. Bring your hands on your lap. Take your fingers a little closer to your knees and see if you can start to make a little circle with your torso. Okay? This doesn't want to be, you don't want to be too big with your circles, but just a little momentum, a little bit of that forward and backward circle rotation. All right, last one, ending in the back. Now hit the reverse button. Let's try to go the other way. Okay, so bend your elbows as much as you'd like. If you get dizzy, just keep your eyes fixated on one spot, okay, as opposed to kind of roaming around the room. Just nice and easy in one spot. Beautiful. Last one, just like that. And then invite your body to come all the way to sit up nice and tall. Great. Bring your hands to your hips. When your hands are on your hips, see if you can get taller with the body. So keep your hands there to level out your pelvis. Good. Right arm comes up, fingertips to the sky. Good. Left arm low, fingertips to the floor. And then switch. And then switch. And then switch. Good. And then switch. Beautiful. And switch. Last set, switch. Last time, switch. And then with both arms, go down to the floor. Now let your fingers get low. Pretend like you're grabbing a bucket and pull those elbows up. Good. Let your fingers get low. Pretend you're grabbing a bucket and pull them up. Two more like this. Fingers low, grab your pretend bucket, pull them up. Nice. Last one, fingers low, grab your pretend bucket, pull up those elbows. Good. Now lift high, drop it low. Good. Lifting high, drop it low. Good. Two more. Lifting high, drop it low. Last time. Lifting high, drop it low. Lift high and stay here. Roll your palms to the sky. Press your hands up like you are holding up your roof. And then pull the elbows back into your cactus. Good. Palms open like you had two pizzas and you were pushing those pizzas to your ceiling. And bring those hands back down. Beautiful. Two more. As you push up, can you exhale? Ooh, big exhale to the sky. Inhale, hands back. Last one like that. Big exhale. Push up to the sky. And bring your hands back. Beautiful. Let your hands come down. Give your head just a little wiggle. You can do a little side to side. It feels good. Just that little kind of feeling like you're a piece of seagrass, just floating either in the breeze or maybe you're underwater, just kind of floating in the water. Yeah. Nice. All right, and then gently bring both hands back to your lap. Keep your head nice and straight. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, turn your head slightly to your right side. Let your eyes wander and go with you. Take a breath, and then inhale, rotate your head back to center, and then exhale, go the other way. Take a nice big deep breath, and come back to center. Good, one more time each way. Inhale, and then rotate your chin, look out over your right shoulder. Come on back to center, deep breath, and go the other way, over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Back to center. Now keeping your head nice and straight, tilt your left ear a little bit towards your left shoulder. See if you can let your right hand get a little heavier. It shouldn't be painful. A nice little stretch, we'll take it, but should not be painful. Bring your right hand back. Left hand can come near your ear. Give a little nudge back up if you wish. And then we'll go the other way. Right ear comes closer to your right shoulder. If it feels okay, left hand can come lower. Nice big deep breath. One more. And then left hand back, right hand to your ear. It can come up to help as well. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Inhale the arms up like a letter T. And then bring yourself, give yourself a nice big hug. And you can twist a little from side to side. Beautiful. Take a minute to look at which elbow landed on top, so that when you open your arms this time, you can exhale the other way. Good. And then once again, that little torso twist, nice and gentle. Hey, Wayne. All right. And then from here, take a deep breath, open the arms out wide, left hand to your chair, take the right hand up, up, up and away. And I'm gonna over exaggerate this so you can see my hand. You do not have to go that far. Straight up is all you need. So you can start to feel that opening into the side of your ribs. And then inhale, please come back to center. Right hand down on your chair. Let the left one go up, up, up and away. And again, I'm really exaggerating this so you can see the direction. You don't have to go that far. Take a deep breath into your left rib cage. Feel your ribs open and expand. Fabulous. Come back to center and release. Good. Take your left leg and you can scoot back in your chair a little more if you need to. See if you can lift the knee up and tap in the middle. And then lift the knee up and tap out. Okay? You can again lean back, and I'm making mine very big. You do not have to make yours that big, okay? One more time, tapping in and tapping out. Leave your left leg where it is. We're gonna try the right side. Lift the knee up and come and tap. Okay? Lift the knee up and tap out nice and wide. So again, you do not have to lift your knee as high as I am. Kind of back and forth across, just an inch or two is perfectly fine. But if it feels okay to do this nice big lift, go for it. All right, last one, toes in. And then we'll leave that left foot out, or right foot out, okay? You can scoot a little more to that right-hand corner of your chair, if that feels okay. And the left leg can come back in the middle a little bit. All right, so ideally you're on a little more of your corner, but really secure. So both of your sit bones are still very secure in your chair. Fingertips come back to your heart. Take a breath. Rocket ship your hands up, up, up to the sky. And then open them out to the height of your shoulders. Take a breath. Bring your fingertips back. Let your elbows drop. Rocket ship those fingers up. And open them out nice and wide. Beautiful. Last one. Fingertips touch. Drop your elbows. You're in your warrior two pose here as you stretch and open out nice and wide. Take a breath. Roll your right palm to the sky. Left hand can come onto your chair or your leg. And you lift that right one up just a little bit more. Good. Take a deep breath in. One more. Terrific. Release that hand down and release both arms. Good. Scoot back in your chair, bringing the right foot back into the middle. Stay back in your chair, okay? So if you need to, you can even really lean back. I'm gonna turn. So I'm leaning back in my chair and I'm lifting one or both feet up, okay? One at a time, or you can take them both up. Can you point and flex your feet? And as you can see, I'm really leaning way back. You're welcome to. Good. And then see if you can make some circles with both ankles. Mine are making all those little snap, crackle, pop noises. Reverse your direction with your ankles. Good. Can you point one and flex one and point one? Perfect. When you're ready, bring both feet back down to the floor. All right. Let your left foot come out a little wider. Scoot yourself to the corner of the chair on the left-hand side. Make sure both feet are nice and flat. Knees are pointed in the same direction as your toes. And you can sit up nice and tall. Hands come to your heart. Big deep breath. Are you ready? Blast off. Take those fingers high to the sky. Open the arms out wide to the height of your shoulders. Perfect. Fingertips touch. Drop your elbows. Rocket ship expand way high to the sky. Open those hands out nice and wide. Awesome. Last one. Fingertips touch. Drop your elbows. Rocket ship your hands up, up, up and away. And then open them out nice and wide. Perfect. Take your right hand to your chair or to your lap. Let your left palm lift to the ceiling. And reverse your warrior. Nice big deep breath in. One more. Nice big deep breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back to center and release your hands down. Good. Lean back in your chair. You can bring the left foot back. And one more time, lean way back, just like we just did. Lift your toes up. Can you march though? So one up, one down, one down, one up, one down, one down, one up, one down. Last time like this. Up, up, switching sides. Left up, left down, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Last time, left, right, Woo, we did it. Did your heart rate go up a little bit? Feeling a little warmer? If you did, feel free to grab a little sip of water, okay? No problem taking a break. If you're feeling comfortable, scoot those heels back out to the outer edges of your mat one more time. Taking your hands to your lap, and I am going to turn this way so you can see my back a little better. All right, so again, there's space between, I'm near the front of my chair, there's space behind me. My hands are going to come to the lap, all right? Now I want you to think of your belly button as your starting point. Take a breath, exhale, pull your belly in just a little. Let your shoulders round forward, look down towards your feet, and then push your belly button forward. See if you can get a little bigger and brighter into the heart space. Lift your eyes and your chin. Exhale, round into your spine. You're like a cat. And then inhale, we call this a cow. So open up nice and big and look up to the sky. Exhale, rounding gently into your cat. Look down to your feet and reverse. Belly forward, heart space opens. Beautiful. Last one. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, belly forward, heart space opens. Good. As you are ready, exhale, walking your hands back up. Take a deep breath. Lift your hands to the sky. And then exhale, bring them back to your lap. Walking your feet back into the middle. All right, now, if you have your yoga block, here is a place you might want one, to the outside of your right foot, okay? If you don't have a yoga block, it's okay. Don't worry about it at all. Sit near the front of your chair. Take your left heel, push it out, and bring it back. Left heel, push it out, and bring it back. Okay? Left heel, push it out, and you can push out onto a diagonal if you wish. Good, one more, push that foot out and bring it across. Now I want you to push it out and cross it over your right ankle. Press your foot out, cross it over. Beautiful, two more. Push it out, cross it over. Last one, push your heel out and stay here, okay? If it feels comfortable to stay here, please do. If you're interested in using your block, you can put your foot on the block, still having that crossover. If that still feels okay, and you can hike your left leg up and cross it over, you are welcome to do that. Oh boy. Oh, all right. Everybody still okay? So if you want to do that crisscross into your figure four, you're welcome to, okay? You do a little bitty rock if you'd like. And if you want to lean forward a little.
Katie, I'm getting a Zoom screen, not you.
Uh-oh, all right. I got one too. Let me see. Hold on.
That's good.
Is it better? Can everybody see me? Yeah, okay, I'm seeing thumbs. Am I back on everybody's screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, so what we were doing is crossing the foot over for a figure four. All right, so when you are crisscrossed at either your ankle or across on the leg, or if you can't quite get it that high, here's a good spot for the block. And that allows your knee to turn out a little bit. And then bring your hands to your chair. I'm going to leave mine up here. Hands can come to your chair and maybe lean forward just a little bit. Okay, so this gets pretty intense on the hips pretty fast. All right, so if it doesn't feel good, sit up, uncross your feet. All right, but if it feels okay, give yourself that little crisscross. There you go. Please take a nice big deep breath and a nice big exhale. One more time, big deep breath in and exhale, beautiful. Unwind that foot and you can do a little windshield wiper. In, knee out, in, knee out, in, and out, good, one more. Beautiful. From here, press that left foot down, and if you use the block, bring it across the other way. All right, sitting up nice and tall, take your right foot out and bring it back. Right foot out and bring it back. Good. Out and back. Good. One more. Out and back. Good. From here, if it feels okay, cross your ankles over one another. So right heel goes out, cross your ankle. Try it again. Heel goes out, cross your ankle. Two more. Heel goes out, cross your ankle. Good. Last one. You can leave the foot here, crisscrossed at the ankles. Or again, if you're comfortable, elevating the foot a little higher. Right foot comes across, right knee turns out. If that still feels okay, you can bring the foot up higher and rest the right leg on your left thigh. All right, if that still feels okay, hands can come behind you and take a little bit of a forward fold. So just soften through the body, take a couple deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Nice. One more time. Nice big deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. On the next breath, please sit up nice and tall. Uncross that right leg and then take a moment for a couple little rolls inward and outward of your knee. That's just your little windshield wiper. All right. Okay, fabulous, everybody. Would you like to stand up? If the answer is yes, Make sure everything around you is clear, any of those extra props or personal items. If you'd like to stay in the chair, that's no problem at all. You're welcome to stay seated in the chair. We're going to do a little exercise you can do seated or standing. If you'd like to stand up, you can start by crossing your arms, leaning forward. If you need your arms on your chair, please, of course, use them. But if you can keep them crossed, nose over the toes, power into your legs to come up to standing. Again, your option, of course, is to practice, but still remain in your chair, okay? That is a great option if you would like. All right, from here, I'll invite you to take your chair out to the left-hand side of your space, right? So now the chair is going to become like a banister or a railing for your left hand. Right hand is out like a letter T. If you're still in the chair, no problem. Do the same thing, but both arms out, okay? Sit up nice and tall. All right, if you're standing, take your left foot nice and close to the chair, and then bring your right heel close as if you were walking on a tightrope. Left hand is on the chair, right hand is out for balance. And then switch your feet, okay? So you're doing maybe 2 or 3 steps forward, and then see if you can do 2 or 3 steps back. You do not have to touch heel to toe. You do not even really have to stay in that straight tightrope line, but kind of together. Now, if you're remaining in the chair, both hands are both out, and it's similar. This time, maybe your heels and toes do touch. And then forward. You won't go as far. Maybe it's 1 or 2, back and forth, okay? Heel to toe, heel to toe. All right, so if you're standing, you can practice 2 or 3 forward. All right, with the hand out, and then 2 or 3 backwards. Okay, so keep your eyes up. Keep your chest space open, nice and big and bright in the front. Good. And then once you are ready, come back and stand with both feet separated. Beautiful. Take your left hand still on the chair, shift your weight into your left foot, and you lift your right foot up and hold. If you're remaining in the chair, both arms out, just lift that right heel up, okay? If you're standing tall, take a couple deep breaths. Left hand still on the chair, right hand is out, eyes are open, single leg balance. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stand in place, march. Still holding the chair. Seated in the chair, relax your arms, but you can march. And you can even add the arms if you're marching. Okay, if you're holding onto the chair, your right arm can do that natural march. Okay, so count it with me. We're going to count backwards from 10 while we're marching. All right, so be as loud as you want. You're all on Zoom, on mute rather. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, stomp it down. Take a deep breath. Take a moment to swallow. Big exhale. One more time, deep breath. Take a moment to swallow. And relax, good. Now, little weightlifting here. If you have the chair, you can move it to the right-hand side of your space, okay? Right hand this time on the chair, left hand out. Right foot comes forward, and we go back on that little tightrope. Heel toe, okay? So you want to keep it as narrow as it's comfortable. If you remained in the chair, this time your left arm's out, but you can do both. And you're doing the heel toe once again, right here by your chair while you're seated, okay? So whichever one is working for you today is great. Eyes open, big and bright in whatever variation. Keep your chin up so you're not looking down at your toes. Look out across your room a couple times, heel toe, beautiful. And then once you have completed that, come back to stand nice and tall. Give your left arm a rest, both arms if you're in the chair. Right hand back to the chair. Right leg is your stationary leg. Left arm comes out, and you lift your left leg and hold and balance. Good. Again, if you're seated in the chair, just bring the left knee up, both arms out. Hold the foot in the air. Good. See if you can keep breathing. Hold it there. 3 more seconds. 2 more seconds. And 1. Great job. Release your foot down, release your arm, and start your march. Okay, if you want to add the actual marching arm, go right ahead. If you're in the chair and you're marching in the chair, add those big, big arms. You can lift those elbows nice and high. Good. We'll count down all together one more time from 10. So we're fatiguing the legs and we're using a booming voice all at the same time. So get nice and loud. Let me hear you all the way where I am. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Counting from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, catch your breath. Take a deep breath in. Nice big breath out. Good. One more time, deep breath. And out. Beautiful. If you have used that chair, go ahead and return it back to your mat. If you are interested in a sip of water, please feel free to take one sip. If you have the wooden spoon nearby, please grab that and bring it with you. Okay, if you don't have a wooden spoon, but you have something similar, like a ruler or even a block, a light book, paperback, nothing too heavy, something like that would work fine. For anybody who is standing up and you're choosing to sit down now, make sure your chair is nice and close as you sit down very, very carefully. All right, take your wooden spoon. You're ready for some fun, and these are things you can do just kind of around your house with something as silly as a cooking utensil or something similar. All right, take it in your left hand, thumb up near the top, pinky finger down as low as you can. Press it away, give it a push, pull it back, pull. Okay, don't hit your elbow on your chair. Push and pull. Good, one more. Give it a push, and if you don't have anything, just push your hand out and pull it back. All right, one more time all together. Push and pull, switching sides, right hand, here you go. Push and pull and push. And if you want to say these words and pull with me, that's a really good way to connect what your actions are with those muscles. Push and pull. Last one, give it a push and pull. Beautiful. Switch back to your left hand. Now with the thumb up, rotate your utensil so it's facing the floor. Keep the elbow up though, and then rotate it back. So you're working into your forearm grip and rotation. Now I've tucked my right hand under my left here to sort of allow it to have a little bit of a holding spot. Okay, once you kind of get that, you can get rid of the extra hand. All right, so I'm working into the forearm. Beautiful. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now from here, you're pressing out. You put your thumb on the top and bring it back. So it's out and back. So think of using a hammer. Okay, that's kind of the action. It's out and back. Do you feel your wrist doing the work? Right hand can be here as a little reminder so that the elbow doesn't sink too low, but let the focus be on the wrist. So as it comes forward, you get a nice stretch. Good. Wrist strength is so good for all of us. Beautiful. One more. Beautiful. Now from here, I want you to make circles to the ceiling. Okay, you're like some sort of strange egg beater shape here. All right, and then pause, go the other way. Egg beater circles to the ceiling. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switch hands. Give that left hand a big squeeze. Open those fingers. And you can make a light little fist if you want. One more time. Big squeeze. Good. And release. Beautiful. Tuck your left hand under the right one. Thumb up. Here we go. Little bit of forearm work. So you're rotating in and lifting. Okay. So it's that rotation in and lift. Good. You're kind of fanning, if you will, your wooden spoon. Down and up. Good. So let this work come into your wrist. Your shoulders here along for the ride. Forearm is doing some work too, but really we're focused on that wrist. Beautiful. Last one like this. Good. Now with the thumb on the top, hammer it forward and back up. So it's like you were hammering a nail into a board in front of you. Good. Left hand can be here for that reminder, keeping the forearm up, or you can get rid of it. Okay. But do let this work really happen in the wrist. Okay. Do you feel that nice stretch and that tendon in the thumb area? Thumb to wrist. Good. Two more. These are harder than they look, aren't they? All right, last one. You ready? We're going egg beaters to the ceiling. So you're making woo, 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 wild circles. Yeah, making a meringue on the ceiling here. All right, pause, go the other way. Whip those eggs. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switch the utensil back to your other hand and give your right hand a moment to just stretch and release. Now this next exercise, and while you're just doing that, I'm going to show you, you'll be holding either edges of your tool, okay? So the outside of each one. And you want to hold it well enough that you don't drop it, but you know, you don't have to grip it because it shouldn't be too heavy. All right. From here, shoulders back, take that wooden spoon and push it straight out. Press and then pull it back to you. Pull and then press and pull. If you want to join me, go ahead. Saying press and then saying pull. Two more. Saying press and pull. One more. Saying press and pull. Good. Now take it. Rotate the elbows lower. Push to the ceiling and then pull it straight back down. Okay? Push to the ceiling. And what's happening as you pull back down is your elbows are coming nice and narrow into the body. Okay? So try not to let them splay out. You can keep them nice and narrow. As you push up to the ceiling, press and pull. Good. Two more. Getting those fingers to stay gently on your little wooden spoon, pulling it back home. Nice big deep breath all the way up, 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 and then all the way back down. Good. Give your shoulders a little wiggle. Beautiful. All right. Now rotate that spoon back up and hold it in your right hand. Pop your right foot out, pop your left foot out. So we're back in that seated goddess position. Take the arms wide, but the apparatus is just in your right hand. Then hug them together. Do the switcheroo and let it come back out on your left side. Hug them back together, switcheroo, and bring it the other way. Good. Hug through the middle, switcheroo. Good. Once again, hug into the middle and out, back in through the middle and out. Good. Last time. Hug into the middle, out to your side, come back into the middle. Beautiful. And relax. Good. Now take your hand, the spoon in your right hand, reach it to the ceiling, left one to the floor. Good. Switch in the middle. Keep it on the same side. Left one low, right one is empty to the ceiling. Bring it back through the middle. If you want, you can flip like a pancake up to the sky. We're staying with the same right arm up to the ceiling each time. And come back. Good. Nice and tall. Big stretch through the front of the body. Big stretch to the ceiling. Good. Last one. Reaching high to the ceiling and low to the floor. All right. We got a little sticky in the Zoom there, but everybody seems to be doing okay. Let's switch side. Now your left hand is the tall hand. Right one will go low. So left hand really tall. Switch into the middle. The right hand low, left hand still goes up, but the spoon goes to the floor. There you go. Good. Lifting up nice and high. Back through middle and back down to the floor. Nice. Good. So each one, exhale, inhale, give yourself a big stretch. Exhale, bring it back into the middle and lower. Good. Coming back and lift. Returning low. Good. Last one, each way. Here we go. Up to the sky. Big giant arms. Get as big as you can. Exhale through the middle. And nice and low. Good, bring it back to center. Give your shoulders one last wiggle. Now, if it's comfortable for your feet to be here in the middle, stay right where they are. If you want to make them a little more narrow, you can do that as well. This is a few little twists, all right? So bring the spoon out in front of you, and you want one hand on each side. Then bring the elbows a little closer, okay? So you don't want the arms extended, they're a little closer to your heart. And then from here, sit up, let the crown of your head lift you tall, take a breath. With the arms staying at this distance, rotate your torso towards your right side. Come back to center, and then go the other way. And come back to center. Good, one more time, deep breath. Exhale, rotate. Return to center, deep breath, and rotate. Good, two more times each way. Deep breath, exhale as you rotate. Get that good rotation. We all know twists are good for digestion. Yahoo! Let's hear it for those twists. All right, one more time, deep breath, exhale, gentle rotation. Back to center, deep breath, exhale, gentle rotation. And back to center. Beautiful. Take your spoon, gently set it off to the side, nice and easily. Take your water bottle if you have one. You want that nice and close. All right. On your next deep breath, make sure you're in a good spot on your chair. Inhale your arms out to the side, all the way up. And then as you exhale, we're going to make that SH sound, like you're a French press here. So, shh. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms around. Really big deep breath. Now SH sound brings those hands down. Shh. Good. And again, inhale. Use that big diaphragmatic breath. So use that energy from your belly. Shh. Two more times. Make sure you swallow here. Inhale, all the way around. Deep breath. Exhale. Shh. Good. Last one. Big deep breath. Inhale. SH sound. Shh. Beautiful. Take a moment to swallow. Have a sip of water if you need it. And then with your hands coming closer to either your collarbones or your chest, top of your chest, I want you to take a deep breath and then hum. So bringing your lips together. Ready? Inhale. You don't have to make any specific sound or noise. If you like to hum a certain song, go ahead. Otherwise, just hum a little bit. Take a breath. You feel those vibrations? Take a breath. Swallow. Take another deep breath. One more round. Big hum. It's kind of funny being the only one I can hear. I'm hoping you're humming loud at home. All right, take a breath. Take a moment to swallow. Again, have a nice big sip of water if you'd like. That's always good. So humming, we know, is really good for us. So feel free to hum away. All right, little bit of our face yoga here. Can you bring your lips together? And then can you push your lips out like a little fish? And then tuck them back in. And push them out like a fish. Good. Can you smile real big? Can you frown? I'm not good at frowning. One more time. Big smile. Big frown. All right. Big surprised face. Bring in those eyebrows too. And then smile. Big surprised face. I add my fingers. Feel free to add your fingers if you want. Just makes it that much more surprised. And then smile, regular. Good. One more time. Surprised face. And then, good. All right. Here's for fun. Can you stick out your tongue? And bring it back. One more time. Stick out your tongue. Good. Can you stick out your tongue and move it to the right? Mhm. Back to center. Off to the left. Back to center. One more time each way. To the right and center and to the left and center. All right. I need to wipe off my lips. All right. And then smile. Big deep breath. Nice big exhale. One more time. Deep breath. And exhale. This time, inhale the arms all the way around. Palms together. Exhale, bring your hands back. Last one like this. Nice big deep breath. Sweep your arms all the way around. And back to center. Beautiful. All right, from here we will move into our relaxation part of our practice. So if you are comfortable in your chair and you just want to scoot back, you're welcome to. If you have an ottoman nearby and you can prop up your feet. If you just have a yoga block nearby and you want to use that to prop up your feet, remember a cushion, a couch cushion, or a pillow behind your back also sometimes feels good. So we're just going to pause in our little guided relaxation for a couple of moments. You do not have to do anything other than be comfortable, okay? And invite yourself to just soften and settle. Okay? If you want to massage your hands a little bit before we get started, or any of those face techniques we used in the beginning, feel free. And then when you're ready, please take a nice big deep breath and a nice easy exhale. You can even sigh. Trying that again. Another nice big deep breath in. And exhale with a gentle sigh. You're welcome to gently wiggle your fingers as you just slowly begin to relax. Thinking of your toes here. Can you relax your toes? Can you relax the bottoms of your feet? Can you relax the tops of your feet? Can you relax your ankles? Relaxing through your calves, the backs of your knees, the tops of your knees, your quadriceps and your hamstrings. Relaxing very gently into your hips, into your lower portion of your back, the middle of your back, and the upper portion of your back. Can you relax your shoulders? Relax your arms. Soften your elbows, your wrists, the backs of your hands, the palms of your hands, your fingers, and your thumbs. Relaxing into your neck and softening up to your jaw, hollowing out your cheeks. Very gently softening the muscles around your eyes, as well as the eyes themselves. Relax your forehead. Relax your entire body, from the crown of your head to the bottoms of your feet, and then from the bottoms of your feet all the way back to the crown of your head. Please take a nice big deep breath in and then exhale. One more time, nice big deep breath. Take your thumb and gently rub it across your fingers like you were rolling a marble around in your fingertips. Take a moment to make some larger movements in your wrists, and your elbows, and your arms. And then similar way, you can move your toes, wiggle them a little, wiggle your ankles, move your legs if you wish, in and out. And then you can turn your head gently to your right side and take a nice big deep breath. And then gently turn your head to the left side and take another deep breath. And then gently come back to center. If you were relaxing in your chair and you want to sit up a little more, go ahead. If you're comfortable and you can take a longer rest or even a little nap, please feel free. But as we return to the end of our class, similar to the way we began the class, I'll ask you how you're feeling. And you don't have to show me with a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but simply just notice how your body is feeling. It is from my heart to yours that I say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me be a part of your practice with all of you. Thank you for letting me use ordinary, average kitchen appliance or kitchen tools in our yoga practice. I hope that the next time you open up your drawer to make something yummy, you pull out any utensil really, maybe not a knife, but you use it to do some wrist work. It's that simple. Trying to incorporate that into your daily life, okay? Have an awesome rest of the day, everybody. Stay well, stay amazing, and I will see you in a couple weeks. But you can watch this video on the Yoga Center website after probably a couple more days. We'll get it uploaded. But thanks again, everybody, for being here. Stay well, stay awesome, and as we say in yoga, the light in me honors and loves and respects the light in all of you. Together, we are one in this universe. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Bob and Ellen, and the friend that's with them today. Good to see you. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Jim and Janet. Thank you, Margaret M.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome, Peggy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Margaret W. Thank you, Linda G. Oh, Linda's bouncing around. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Royce. Where
Thank
are
you,
we?
Katie.
Oh, there we go. There's Royce. Thank you, Royce. There's Mary. Thank you, Mary.
Katie.
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Stay well.
Thank you.
Stay awesome. And Linda W., you look like you're enjoying a longer Shavasana. Good for you. Enjoy, enjoy. Wayne, thanks for being here too. Take care, everybody.
Bye, Katie. I
Bye,
told
Linda.
I fell
Linda.
this week.
Say it again.
I fell this week. I knocked fell backwards on the chair, hurt my left side. But it's
Oh,
a little bit of trouble keeping up. It's getting better.
okay. Well, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
You're moving along really well. So keep up the good work, even if there's a slight, these straight lines aren't always straight. So I'm proud of you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you.
Stay well. Stay well. All right. Bye, Linda W. Good to see you. All right. Take care, everybody. See you next time.
Slow.
What's that?
I'm moving a little slow since the procedure.
From
It
what
just
I
takes
can,
time.
from what I can see, Linda, you look like you're doing a great job. So keep
Thank
up
you.
the good work.
All right. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, dear. You as well. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye, Wayne. See ya. See you soon.